Hi people, today is unpopular music opinion time. I've been wanting to do this. Just got the idea, what was that? Last week. And I asked you guys in my legacy video to give me, maybe before then, I don't remember. But I asked you guys to give me on Instagram and in the comment section of my legacy video to give me unpopular music opinions. And they're in. Not a whole lot, but we have some. Before we get started though, I would like for you to subscribe. This video should come out in April, so I believe that our new goal for the entire month will be 200. I was thinking maybe 220, but that might be a little too much, so let's just try for 200. If we get more, then we get more. We never know. But thank you guys all for the support. We were only like 14 away for our March goal, which was 170, so that's pretty good. Website, Instagram, do all the things. Follow me, please, I beg of you. Also, before we get started, I gotta show you the fit. My sister said that I look like a Barbie doll. Also, look at the length. That's what Twist will do. Look at the length. This is like barely picked out. This is barely picked out. Which, if you're black, you might not know what a pick is, but it's where we, you gotta make that thing, get the length, I have really bad shrinkage. Okay, my hair is to my shoulder, basically, kind of. It's actually, like, in the back, it actually goes all the way down here. I literally hate natural hair. I don't, but like I kind of do. Because why is my hair shrinking to half of the length of my hair? It is so freaking unfair. My hair could be down to my booty. All the way down to the base of my booty cheeks, and yet it would be like at my shoulder blades. That don't make any sense. Natural hair, we're gonna have to have a discussion. Cause why would you do that? But let me show you the fit. All right, look at it. It's giving you Y2K. It's giving you I'm in love with an emo girl. All I need is the e-girl bangs, and it would really do it for you, wouldn't it? Oh, wouldn't it? Okay. Now we can look at the opinions. So we're gonna start with Instagram, and then I had to look up on the internet some other ones so we could fill the video. So we'll be looking at BuzzFeed after that. Yeah, I know I had to stoop to the lowest level of BuzzFeed. I'm sorry, but I needed, my watch time to get up. How do you look at it? Oh, here we go. Okay, so the first one that we got from Instagram is heavy metal is tasteless. Now, how do I feel about this? Heavy metal is tasteless. I can't say that I think that it is. I don't know. I don't feel like I've heard enough heavy metal to have a strong opinion about this. But it's heavy metal to me. When I think of it, it's not like country where I'm like, this just absolutely sucks. Like, it's not like that, Like, because there's no redeemable country song. But heavy metal, I feel like there's gotta be something out there. Now, the majority of the heavy, the little tiny bit of heavy metal that I have heard, don't really like it that much. But it's not like country where I'm like absolutely disgusted. So I'm like, there's gotta be something out there that's good. There's gotta be. So if you know any, comment down below. Then our second and final from Instagram is Doja Cat should be canceled, but her music is a bop. Doja Cat has actually, this is kind of topical, she's been in the media lately for a couple of things. Well, no, just one thing, right? Because she had her little Twitter situation where she performed in Brazil, I believe it was it Lollapalooza? I think she performed there, and she commented on Twitter about how she didn't feel like she gave her all, and then she got into a little spat with the people that were at the concert, and she was like, I quit. And well, she took it back, thankfully, but they were, started bringing up her past and all that. So this is kind of topical. Doja Cat should be canceled, but her music is a bop. This is a fact. Doja Cat, I've already talked about her before, at least on Instagram. If I haven't talked about her, I did a whole album review of her last album. So Doja Cat, you already know my feelings. I absolutely love her. Her music is freaking amazing. That girl never hits. Everything she turns into gold. Doja Cat, if you ever see this, mwah. I love the way she raps. It's so unique and just so delicious. Like, there's no person that could ever match Doja Cat's flow. And I feel like there's a few rappers or people that have come after her that kind of, or like people on TikTok, that will kind of imitate that flow. So she kind of inspired a whole way to rap. So she's a trendsetter. Yeah. Do I think she should be canceled? No. I think her biggest controversy was the one with the whole internet chat thingies. I'm not saying that what she's done is right, okay? But I think I, as a fellow black girl, can have a little bit of empathy for the reasons why she would do that. It was out of self-hate. And once again, I'm not excusing what she did. I'm not, an apologist. I'm not trying to be. Doing those things, not good. But I think the most important thing is growth. And to my knowledge, she does not do that today. I'm making a whole capstone on the reason this whole, thing. So, not on Doja Cat, but on the topic of black girls. So, and how they're viewed by society. So, like, I feel like I could understand. I just have empathy. I can understand how you could go to that place. Does it excuse it? No. That's all. So in my opinion, she shouldn't be canceled. I know she had some things with like homophobia, and I know she's also bisexual. So I don't really want to get into that because I don't really understand the intricacies of that as a straight person. I can't comment on that. But if you want to cancel Doja Cat, that's fair. If she offended you, that's fair. Do I believe that she should be canceled? No. Cancel culture doesn't even work in the first place. So if you just don't like someone, just don't engage. That's my opinion on that. Now we're gonna go to the BuzzFeed. Okay, so we have 19 unpopular music opinions from BuzzFeed. I was already looking through a few of these. So let's go down the line. Number 1, Adele is incredible. Her songs are blah. Adele is incredible. Her voice is absolutely incredible. And there's one later on in this article that I will, further talk about Adele. But her songs are blah. Don't agree. I don't agree. What was the last song Adele even came out with? Oh my god. That is a song I really liked of hers. I know she came out with a whole album. I didn't listen to it. But I have a special place in my heart for Adele because I grew up listening to her. I, in the second grade, auditioned for the talent show with Someone Like You. Didn't get in. But, we try and we don't succeed sometimes. So I have a special place in my heart for Miss Adele. So, are her songs blah? No. No, ma'am. Popular music can, in fact, be good. I'm sorry, I just blacked out for a minute. Popular music can, in fact, be good. Yeah. I agree. This is the truth. I think a lot of people, whenever they look at popular, what these people call popular, like pop artists, they're like, ew. And sometimes it's for a good reason. Like, there are some pop artists that I'm like, why? I think pop, especially, I can't say so much now, but pop it's very generic sometimes. And I think it's gotten especially generic since like the 2010s. That there's just like a sound, and a lot of artists will stick to that, and it'll be really freaking annoying. Like, I feel like, what's that girl's name? She did the levitating song. I actually kind of like that song, but it's that sound, you know, the Zara, what's that, I don't know these people's names, you know what I'm talking about. I'll put a photo. You know, those people that make those songs, the EDM, you know, got incorporated into pop music, and it just made it sound very generic and very boring. I think there's also a part of people that don't like pop music because they like, you know, people like to gatekeep stuff, and I feel like that's there, you know, sometimes people do a little too much with the gatekeeping. Like, they won't even want their you know, favorite band or whatever to become popular. It's like, why wouldn't you want them to succeed? It's just a little weird. It's just a little weird. I agree with this. Popular music can be good. I think I like Ariana Grande, The Weeknd, as it shows right here, really good. Billie Eilish, while a good singer, I tried to read this one while I was looking for unpopular music opinions, and I had a whole aneurysm. Billie Eilish, while a good singer, just isn't my style. I can respect her, but the music is just whack. I like me some out there music, but the music is, wait, I lost my place. Basically what they're saying is that she's a good singer. It's the same thing as the Adele one. She's a good singer, but I don't like her music. Obviously I disagree. Even though I didn't like her sophomore album, she's really good. She has an amazing voice, as it says right there. And I think her music is really cool. When Billie Eilish first came out, especially when she released her debut album, a lot of people were like, I don't like this girl. She's trying to be all quirky and you know, the whole like I'm 14 and this is deep type thing. I don't know, I just respect her as an artist because she started all of this in her bedroom with her brother, just making beats and writing music, and there's just something you can respect about that. Like I said, even though I didn't like her sophomore album, I really liked her debut album. It was so unique, and she just has a really unique sound for her. See, this is why I write a script, because I can't think of words. I think the issue with her sophomore album, which is what I was trying to point out in my video, one of my music reviews of that album, is that there's an issue with artists whenever, especially if they have some type of unique sound to them, unique style, they'll come onto the scene, get super popular, and then they get diluted by a record company or, you know, whatever, by fame or by trends or whatever it may be. And so I think that's just what happened to Billie Eilish. There are some good songs on that album, but a lot of them are just not my fave. Adding riffs and runs into every vocal line of a song does not make the song better. Occasional, well-placed riffs are great, but when the lyrics become borderline incoherent because the singer is too busy trying to run up and down the scale as fast as possible, then maybe it's time to tone it down. I agree. Riffs and runs are a technical thing that not everybody can do, so I appreciate it, I respect it, but this is art, okay? Music is art, and things need to be well placed. And if you're just doing stuff because, you know, because it's like whenever people think that belting makes you a good singer, it's like, no, honey, just because you're loud doesn't mean that you're good at it. It doesn't need to be everywhere. You don't need to show off your vocals every few seconds. Everything needs to be well placed and have a purpose. And if it doesn't, then get it out of here. Okay, number 5, Michael Jackson's Off the Wall is better than Thriller. Okay, so they're saying Off the Wall is better than Thriller. Let me see. She's out of my life. Okay, what's on Thriller? Wow, they just added a bunch of stuff into old albums. Anyways, I don't know that I agree. Actually, I think Thriller is better. Looking at this song list, it has Wanna Be Starting Something, Human Nature, PYT. Those are some of my favorite Michael Jackson songs, so I'll have to disagree on this one. Although, what's this thing called? Off the Wall. Is this the right Thriller? Maybe this isn't the right one. Oh no, it's the same thing. Okay. So while Off the Wall does have some good songs, I think Thriller is definitely a hit, more of a hit. There's a reason why Thriller was a big success. And I think somebody commented something that I was like, whoa, you're right. Off the Wall is still generally considered a great album if you really want to be controversial. A lot of Michael's songs from the mid 90s and early 2000s were better than what he made during the 80s. Now that's a controversial opinion. So if you're thinking about Michael's stuff from the 90s, that's like Black or White, Blood on the Dance Floor, stuff like that. Ooh, that's a hard one. I don't know. I don't know if I have an opinion, because I just like all of his music altogether. And Butterfly is so, I don't know. Bro, I don't know. I like it equally. That's my opinion. I like it equally. Okay. So number 6 is the 90s era is overrated. The music wasn't actually that impressive. You're just longing for the times when you were young, your life was still ahead of you, and you didn't have a care in the world. They literally just roasted these people. Ekala Dub, I don't know how to say your name. Bro, get a better username. But like, they literally just roasted everybody. First of all, I'm not from the 90s, so you ain't talking to me. Yeah, I disagree completely. The 90s is better. Like, if you're thinking about 90s R&B compared to now, way better. 90s pop, was it better? I don't know. I don't know that much 90s pop, honestly. Oh, I'm sure I do. I don't know about 90s pop, but definitely if you're thinking about like 90s R&B, for sure is better than now. Definitely. There's something about the 90s era style of music that just does it. Like, it just has a sound that cannot be replicated. Just something about it. I was just like, that's it. That's the it, girl. So I disagree heavily. Range is a useless measurement when determining who the best singers are. If said singer can't make you feel something, then what's the point? This is the thing that I was talking about with Adele. I completely agree. People try to use vocal range to talk about if someone's a better singer, and that just doesn't, that don't mean anything. Okay, the people I work with, we had a whole spat in the work group chat about whether Adele or Beyonce was a better singer, and I was like, Adele is better. Beyonce is very talented at what she does, obviously, no doubt about that. But Beyonce is definitely a better performer than she is a singer. Technically, singing, Adele is better, because that's just what Adele does. She sings. The girl stands there, she sings. Okay, and this is talking about emotion and evoking emotion. A lot of people in the group chat try to bring out, she has a bigger vocal range, she can do, who cares? Who literally cares? That is not an indication of whether somebody is a better singer. That's exactly what I said. That is not an indication of whether somebody is a good singer. Just because you can go from a soprano to an alto or a tenor or whatever, don't mean nothing. It doesn't mean anything to me, okay? Because something that is rare, and even Tristan, I don't know how to say his last name, but I used to watch him a lot when I was really into like singing and how to sing technically. And he even says that singing with emotion is something that is so rare in singers. That's just not something that comes easily and naturally. And that is something Adele can do. Beyonce, in my opinion, can't do that. So, don't know what they were talking about, and nothing I said would ever refute, because they were just so stuck on the vocal range stuff. And some of them were in choir, and I'm like, how are you in choir and think that having, like, how do you not know that? How do you not know that? I'm just saying. Like, Toni Braxton doesn't have that big of a vocal range as probably Beyonce or something. Maybe she does, I don't know. But like, who cares? Because Toni Braxton is just a really good singer. Who literally cares? 12, silence is fine. I don't usually play music when I'm driving, and this seems to freak people out. When I was reading this one earlier, I was like, people are just weird. That's the only way to explain it. I could try, and I couldn't find any other way to express it. People are just freaking weird. Like, people cannot sit in silence and chill. And it's the weirdest thing. There are certain people who literally will freak out and just have to talk about, say something in order to fill the silence. And it's like, why can't you just exist? People are weird. That's the only way. Number 14, the Beatles are a pop band who made bad music and only sound good in the context of them being one of the first pop bands. I don't think that their music is bad at all. Now I do think this is another hot take that has nothing to do with this. I mean, it kind of does. I don't think that the Beatles is that good. Like, some people are the entire hose for the Beatles. They will go down for them in their music, and I'm like, why? I just don't get it. I don't get the hype. Ain't my type of hype, baby. I don't understand why people like them that much. There's not a Beatles song out there that I've heard and I'm like, whoa, that blew my socks off. That really, gee willikers, that really did it for me. There's just nothing like that at all. So I don't understand that. But is their music bad? No, that's a little extreme. I'm tired of hearing / singing along to Bohemian Rhapsody. It's a great song, but I've heard it enough times. So this person is literally admitting that they sing along to the song. So you're part of the problem. but it is a great song, and I've heard it. There was a period of time, I think that was whenever Queen's movie came out, that people played this song all the freaking time. I think Brendan Urie had just come out with like his version of it for the movie, or no, it was for some other movie, right? I forget. Oh, it was for is it Suicide Squad? I think that's what it was. Yeah. So you heard the song every 5 minutes, but I never really got tired of it. It's a really good song. Okay, and lastly, this is recent. This is a recent thing. Okay, the music in Encanto was just okay, and Frozen. See, you can't mention Frozen. I can't. You could have mentioned any other movie, any other Disney movie, and I would have been like, yeah, probably. But Frozen? Get out of here. Anytime I hear Frozen, I'm like, oh, ew. Let me throw up real quick. I gotta go to the corner and gag. Cause that freaking, I just don't like that movie. It's just, it was way too overhyped, and it's just, you could have chosen any other music. What's his name called? Princess and the Frog. What's another movie? Moana. Have I ever even heard the music from Moana? I don't know. I'm trying to think of something, recent. Did Coco have music in it? I don't know. But you could have chosen literally any other thing, but you chose Frozen. So I just can't get on board with your opinion. But I do think, in my opinion, that Bruno song, Lin-Manuel Miranda, absolute genius. But that Bruno song, we don't talk about Bruno, don't like it. Not for me. I didn't watch the movie, but it's literally right here. That freaking song is all over TikTok. They even remixed it with Doja Cat's song. And I'm like, please stop. Stop it. It's the same thing as Frozen. It's like, oh my god, I'm so tired. I'm tired of it. I'm literally tired of it. Please stop. It wasn't good to begin with, so why do you keep playing it? Dang, I've actually been recording for a long time. That's kind of crazy. But that is all for this video. If you would like me to do a part 2, I have a whole, I don't know. What? If you saw, I have a whole nother article here. So if you guys want to go through it and do a part 2, excuse me. If you want to do a part 2, then we can do that. Just, like, comment, do all the things, and I'll possibly make a part 2. Ooh, okay. I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye.